Now at 4:30, a fire breaks out amid blustery conditions in West Richland. Also tonight, we now know the identity of a man whose body was found in a pond in a Yakima park during a fishing event for children. And a nice Friday evening around the region. Riley Fitzgerald has your First Alert weekend forecast.
Now, KAPP Local News Special Edition.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Madeline Hagan. Well, tonight we're talking about nitrates in well water. Last year, Morrow County in Oregon declared a state of emergency over high levels of nitrates found in public well water. I met with a Boardman resident yesterday to discuss this, but before you hear her story, here's a little bit of history on this issue. According to the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality, a lot of work has gone into figuring out sources of nitrates and the levels at which it's present in groundwater. They've been studying this for decades. One of the first studies I found dates 1995. But as far as action plans, the first one was in 1997 and the second in 2020. The DEQ says they've tracked the nitrates to a number of sources like food plant wastewater and irrigated agriculture, which there's a lot of in eastern Oregon. They also say the Port of Morrow is a contributor. They were fined for this in January of 2022. Now let's talk about groundwater itself and how well water gets contaminated. Essentially, contaminated water seeps deep into the ground and makes its way into private wells. The EPA has declared that nitrate levels over 10 milligrams per liter is unsafe to drink. Many of the wells throughout these two counties have tested well over that limit, and levels can fluctuate. It's also important to know that nitrate is a common groundwater pollutant in agricultural areas throughout the U.S. There's a myriad of health concerns that come with consuming nitrates. I'm talking about cancer, thyroid issues, birth defects, and even something called blue baby syndrome. That's when a baby's blood doesn't have enough oxygen.
Solamente me dijeron no pueden tomar.
All they told me was you can't drink the water, but they didn't explain why. That's all they told us.
That's Maria Colin, one of the Morrow County residents affected by contaminated well water. We'll hear more from her later tonight on KAPP, as well as an advocate organization calling upon the Oregon governor to take action. And you can catch that report after the playoff game this evening. Well, a reminder that tomorrow marks the DEA's National Drug Take-Back Day. There are several events across the region where you can dispose of old or unused medications. The Benton City Fire Station will hold a take-back from 10 to 2. Yakima Sheriff's Office is hosting a Shreds and Meds event at the Valley Mall tomorrow. The Yakima Community Coalition will also take back medication at Catholic Charities locations in Yakima. And tomorrow, you can also get rid of old tires at an event at Benton County Mosquito Control District. The aim is to prevent mosquitoes from breeding in water in old tires. You can bring those tires to Benton County Mosquito Control, located on West Van Giesen in West Richland. It is only for Benton County residents, and you will be required to show an ID. You have to limit 20 tires per residence, and no semi or tractor tires will be accepted. The event runs from 7 until 3. Now taking a look at the weather, let's look at the radar this evening. We could see some precipitation, during the weekend. Looking over Pasco this evening, just kind of gloomy conditions similar to what we saw yesterday. This kind of been the trend this week. Sunshine tried to peek through earlier today. Now here's Riley with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you're having a great day, and we're looking forward to a warmer weekend coming up. We're having some winds today as well, but they're not as bad as they were a couple days ago. We're also looking into some overnight weekend showers that are heading our way. So let's take a look at that on our futurecast. See, on Saturday, in around midnight, we're going to start seeing these showers go throughout, and into Saturday afternoon, we're going to see just kind of a cloudy day for most of Saturday. As we get into Sunday at midnight, we're going to start seeing some scattered showers throughout our areas, and as we get through Sunday morning, we're going to see some moderate showers in the Walla Walla area. Over the next 24 hours, we're going to see our temperatures drop in the morning, though they're not quite as cold as they have been in the last couple days, and we're going to be seeing some 50s to 60s, some rain, some sun and some clouds on the way. I'll have more on my full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Riley. Well, tonight we know the identity of a man whose body turned up at a kids' fishing event last weekend. On their Facebook page, Yakima police identified him as 30-year-old Christopher Schreck. Police say they do not suspect foul play. That discovery happened on Saturday, April 15th during a kids' fishing derby in Sarge Hubbard Park. And Ellensburg police have released new information on a body that was discovered last weekend. Authorities say 46-year-old Carrie Priestley was found in her home on April 14th. The Kittitas County coroner says it appears there was also no foul play in this situation connected to her death. A cause of death has not been released, but they say their investigation into her death has been completed. A man was arrested on federal and local charges after a short law enforcement chase in Toppenish. Authorities from several law enforcement agencies, including Yakima, Zilla, WSP, Toppenish, and Wapato, joined up with the U.S. Marshal's Office after a man with several warrants was thought to be staying at a home in Toppenish. As they were surrounding the home, the man got in vehicle and sped away. The man was wanted for charges of kidnapping, assault, robbery, and violation of federal supervised release, so authorities were able to justify a pursuit in this situation. At one point, authorities say the man tried to run over a sheriff's deputy, and that's when he was rammed by law enforcement and pinned off the road. He was taken into custody. Nobody was seriously injured. Well, more than a dozen states are now joining forces in hopes of establishing a federal recall of Hyundais and Kias. Social media videos demonstrating the ease of which thieves can steal these vehicles have been blamed for an increase in thefts in recent years. Both automakers have offered free software updates for over 8 million vehicles. However, attorneys generals for 17 states and D.C. say it's not enough because the fix can take months to get and it doesn't cover all models. The AG Coalition now seeks a federal recall of the brands for 2011 to 2022 vehicle models.
Kids were being challenged to steal Kias, how many Kias you could steal by removing something on the steering column.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the thefts are blamed for at least 8 deaths and numerous injuries. Well, new this afternoon, a brazen theft recorded in Kennewick. I should mention this video comes from a KAPP KVEW employee who had his bike stolen. Happened early this morning around 12:15 at the Country Club Townhouse Complex that's next to Zintel Creek Golf Course on Underwood Street. We're told the bike was locked up with a chain and the theft suspect cut through it with bolt cutters. The video shows a person with a long green coat walking off with the bike. If you see the suspect or the bike, please contact Kennewick Police. And this afternoon, firefighters raced to a blaze amid blustery conditions in the Tri-Cities. Flames sparked in the home on North Yakima River Road in West Richland. The home had been undergoing renovation and no one was inside at the time of the fire. Multiple agencies responded. Authorities say the wind and water supply issues made fighting the fire even harder. There's no word on how it started. A crew will now demolish what remains of that home. And a fire in the backyard of a Walla Walla home now considered suspicious. Firefighters rushed to fight flames in a backyard shed. It happened near South 9th Avenue and West Poplar Street after 11 Thursday night. The person who called for help said people had been sleeping in the shed. Nobody was injured. The cause remains undetermined, but again, considered suspicious. In Western Washington, problems with the water system has forced residents of Mercer Island to temporarily conserve. One water valve broke Wednesday during routine maintenance. A second one broke yesterday morning, and that's provided a challenge to residents.
We haven't washed our clothes, we haven't put in our dishwasher or anything, so we're trying our best.
The city of Mercer Island opened up a well so residents could temporarily get water. Even though workers have repaired both water valves, they still need to conserve until the water reservoirs return to normal levels. Seattle Public Utilities is investigating what happened. Washington State's senior U.S. Senator reaches a defining milestone. On Thursday, Senator Patty Murray cast her 10,000th vote in the Senate. It marks the first time in U.S. history that a woman has achieved this in that chamber. The occasion brought rare bipartisan praise. Only 32 senators have cast as many votes, and President Biden and Senator McConnell rank among them. 4 months ago, Senator Murray also became the first woman elected Senate President pro tempore. Well, it appears we have a nice weekend ahead of us. Riley Fitzgerald has your first alert forecast still to come. Also, the truth is out there, and the Pentagon wants to find out. The federal office now closely investigating UFO sightings with one thing in mind. Plus, tomorrow marks Earth Day with local observations taking place. That's next on this special edition of KAPP Local News at 4:30.
An important message for Americans age 50 to 85.
How's John?
Oh, much better.
That was quite a scare.
Got us thinking about a lot of things, like life insurance. If something happened to either one of us, we'd really be in trouble. But where can we get coverage with John's health problems on a fixed income?
Go with the sure thing. Colonial Penn.
Friends have been telling friends about Colonial Penn Guaranteed Acceptance Whole Life Insurance for more than 50 years, and with good reason. If you're between the ages of 50 and 85, it's a sure thing. Your acceptance is guaranteed because full benefits are not paid in the first 2 years. You don't need a physical exam, and we won't ask about your health. You cannot be turned down. And the price? Options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day.
I don't know. What if the price goes up as we get older?
With Colonial Penn, your rate is another sure thing. It will never increase. That's because it comes with something you won't find in other policies, a lifetime rate lock. The rate you start with is the one you keep, guaranteed. And you should know this coverage can last a lifetime. Some insurance policies end once you reach a certain age, not this one. As long as you pay your premiums, it's yours for life. Call the number on your screen now, and we'll send you free information by mail. You have nothing to lose, because at Colonial Penn, your satisfaction is another sure thing. Every policy we issue comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've been thinking about getting life insurance to help your family with funeral expenses and other bills you may leave behind, call for free information today. There's no obligation, and you'll receive a free beneficiary planner just for calling.
Same time next week?
Sure thing.
Call 1-800-248-6940 for your free information and your free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-248-6940. There's no obligation. 1-800-248-6940. Call now.
It's time to get the tax break you deserve this week at Walker's Furniture, as they offer a double discount with 18% off. Or no minimum purchase, no money down, 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
There's no better time to freshen up your living room, dine in style, or get that bedroom set you've always wanted. Plus, get a double discount or 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walker's.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Now to the UFO phenomenon. An office with the Pentagon now carefully reviewing cases of unexplained aerial sightings to monitor for threats and find answers to reports of hundreds of mysterious events in the skies. Mike Valerio reports.
The truth is out there, at least according to Sean Kirkpatrick, director of the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office.
UAP cannot remain unexamined or unaddressed.
In an appearance before a Senate Armed Services Subcommittee on Wednesday, Kirkpatrick said the U.S. government is tracking more than 650 potential cases of so-called unidentified aerial phenomena, commonly known to us as UFOs.
Of those over 650, we've prioritized about half of them to be of anomalous, interesting value.
While most of the sightings are not cause for alarm, Kirkpatrick's office played a key role in identifying the Chinese spy balloon that traversed the U.S. in February, and is concerned about emerging technologies from foreign countries that could pose a threat.
They are less risk-averse at technical advancement than we are. Right? They are just willing to try things and see if it works.
But so far, Kirkpatrick says any potential threats likely only emanate from this world.
AARO has found no credible evidence thus far of extraterrestrial activity, off-world technology, or objects that defy the known laws of physics.
That doesn't mean ET doesn't exist, according to some scientists.
It's really impossible to believe that there's no other life out there.
But he's probably not able to phone home quite yet.
I think what's extremely unlikely is that it happens to be right in our vicinity, and they happen to be technologically advanced right when we are.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
A groundbreaking yesterday on a new regional landfill that will serve eastern Washington for the next 150 years. It's located in Adams County and will not only serve eastern Washington, but Idaho and Montana as well. The project has been in the works for more than 30 years. The hope is to bring new economic vitality and jobs to surrounding communities. The landfill will primarily accept items that can't be recycled or reused. Project leaders say this facility will follow the highest levels of environmental protections.
WM's work is all about building a more sustainable tomorrow. Yes, that means expanding our recycling and our renewable energy business for the future. It also means using our expertise to ensure safe operations at modern landfills like this one.
According to Waste Management, the landfill will start accepting waste in 2024. And this weekend, we recognize Mother Earth. Tomorrow marks the 53rd observation of Earth Day. This year's theme, Invest in Our Planet. The idea is to consider how a green economy might help humans better care for the world, according to earthday.org. It started in 1970. Earth Day promotes ways to keep the planet livable and healthy. Yakima Nation hosted its second annual Earth Day event in partnership with Yakima Chief Hops, cleaning up an area around Parker Dam in Wapato. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us the cleanup took hours and more than 100 volunteers.
This site has a lot of significance in Yakima culture because for hundreds and hundreds of years, people of the tribe held ceremonies here and fished for lamprey. But now, it's become an unofficial dumping ground for all sorts of debris. Everything from broken bottles and household trash to tires, appliances, and entire cars. But thanks to the partnership between Yakima Nation and Yakima Chief Hops, the area is getting cleaned up.
Our focus today is to help clean that up and help restore this area to what it once was. Even talks of having ceremonies held here again.
As part of the event, they also released 80 lamprey, 40 above the dam and 40 below. It's a tradition they hope will continue for a long time to come and that more people will join in and help. Reporting, I'm Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
Now, KAPP-KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day, and we're looking forward to a warmer weekend on the way. We're also experiencing some wind, but it's not nearly as strong as it was earlier this week. We've also got some overnight weekend showers that we're on the lookout for. Let's take a look at our futurecast. We're seeing some rain that's heading through our areas on tonight and heading through really quickly. By Saturday afternoon, it's just a cloudy day across all of our regions, and into Saturday night and Sunday morning, we're going to see those scattered showers once again. They're making their way through, and into Sunday morning, we're going to see some showers over the Blues. That's happening on Sunday and throughout our days. For our winds, we're going to be seeing some low winds on Saturday. Our temperatures are raising just a little bit this weekend as we're seeing that wind also drop down. By the start of our work week, we're going to be seeing some stronger winds, but they're going to trickle down throughout the rest of our mid-work week. For tonight, we're seeing mid-30s to mid-40s across our areas, and again, those scattered overnight showers that I was telling you about, that's happening throughout tonight. Over the next 24 hours, we're seeing our temperatures drop, of course, but they're dropping not as low as they have been over the last couple days in the 30s. We're going to see some 30s, but we're mostly going to stay around that area for most of our regions. We're going to see some sun, some clouds throughout all of our regions. And by tomorrow, again, it's just a cloudy day with some warmer temperatures on the way. As we look into our temperature trend, we are below our averages for this time of year. We have an average of 68 degrees in the Tri-Cities. We're hitting about 60 degrees today. We're making our way up into our weekend for a strong Sunday, dropping into the start of the work week and then raising throughout the rest of the week. For our 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities, we're seeing 64 degrees for tomorrow, 71 for Sunday. Again, we're seeing a lot of sun and a lot of clouds for our work week. We're raising through our mid-work week, 77 on Thursday, and our overnight lows are staying pretty high, out of the 30s in the Tri-Cities. For the Yakima region, we're on a similar trend to that. Saturday, 61 degrees, Sunday, 67 degrees, and we're dropping at the start of our work week, heading our way up into mid-work week and a little bit back down. Our overnight lows are in the 30s and the 40s, but hopefully we're looking to make our way up out of there. So remember, we have some scattered overnight weekend rains throughout the rest of our couple days, and we're seeing some winds. They're on, hopefully, going on the rest of the weekend, and I am looking forward to a beautiful weekend ahead. Back to you.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's a two-night Idol event. Perfecto. Two of your favorites return to rock the stage. Woo! Plus, you voted and we go live to reveal your top 12.
Dim the lights.
Oh my God. American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC.
You don't have to wait to save at More Furniture for less, because we're kicking off our Memorial Day sale this weekend. You're invited to beat the crowds and save with incredible values for every room in your home. We have all the looks you love to get your home ready for summer, all at our lowest prices. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all Memorial Day sale specials and chat with a furniture expert.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just two simple legs, that was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Anyone can get injured at work.
At Bothwell and Hamel, we help workers from all walks of life get workers' compensation benefits.
Laborers, machinists, welders, carpenters, healthcare providers, office personnel, and more. If you were hurt, we want to help.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630. Bothwell and Hamel.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Put some spring into your step with Great Floors. Shop exclusive specials throughout our showroom on carpet, luxury vinyl, and cultivated wood. Save on Karastan carpet, only $20.23 for a whole home installation. Our huge selection and expert team are here to help you recreate the perfect look and feel of your home. Great Floors offers 12-month 0% financing, so you are free to select the exact flooring you want. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
We have a breaking news update tonight to the stabbing investigation in Kennewick. We told you about this yesterday. Police have now arrested a teenage girl for first-degree assault. Investigators say a 14-year-old was fighting with someone she knew around 3:30 Thursday morning when an adult woman tried to step in. Police say they were both stabbed multiple times. Both had to be taken to the hospital. They are expected to survive. Within 24 hours, police arrested another teenage girl at a home in Pasco. This investigation is ongoing. You're watching KAPP Local News at 4:30. We're back with a final check of your weekend forecast.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
It's time to get the tax break you deserve this week at Walker's Furniture, as they offer a double discount with 18% off or no minimum purchase, no money down, 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
There's no better time to freshen up your living room, dine in style, or get that bedroom set you've always wanted. Plus, get a double discount or 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walker's.
I was born and raised in Prosser, and I opened my first checking account at Yakima Federal right after I graduated. I honestly couldn't continue keeping money under my bed. My parents actually have never built credit. They've worked in agriculture for many years. I wanted to build credit. Yakima Federal feels like a small community. I love the fact that they offer scholarships. That way people can start their new careers. My name is Alejandro, and I've been a Yakima Federal customer for a little over 10 years.
Your son is right here. Can you please stand up?
From the hit television series on E! Entertainment.
He just said to me, "That's my mother. I just saw him lean down and kiss you."
Meet Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium, for a special evening of live psychic readings.
He says to me that here in this world, you are always on him and on him and on him and on him.
For more event and ticket information,
I really hope this helps you.
and to meet Matt Frazier, visit meetmattfrazier.com. Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Luxurious Karastan carpets are just the footing you need to live beautifully. And now, during National Karastan Month, you can save beautifully. Use your exclusive rebate to receive up to $1,000 back on select styles of Karastan carpets and the flawless craftsmanship of Luxe Craft hard surface flooring. Live beautifully, save beautifully with Karastan at Floor & Home by Carpet One.
Come see us at Floor & Home. Let us help create your space.
Hey fans, it's Eric the Peanut Guy from your Tri-City Dust Devils. Come out to Geisa Stadium this week, April 18th through the 23rd. Bring out the kids for Family Feast Night on Friday, April 21st, and enjoy $2 hot dogs, ice cream sandwiches, Coca-Cola products, and more. Then on Saturday, April 22nd, stick around after the game for our fabulous post-game fireworks show, presented by Cascade Natural Gas. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
It's spring in the Pacific Northwest, and that means lakes, rivers, fishing, hiking, and so much more. But each spring, weather can change fast. And to stay safe when you're outdoors, you need a forecast you can trust. At KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather, our advanced technology, along with our knowledge of how to use it, gives us a big advantage in keeping you informed. And when you're informed, I know that I'm doing my job.
We're on air, online, and on the go with our mobile app. First Alert Weather from KAPP KVEW Local News, helping keep you and your family safe.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the 60th annual Parade of Gems this weekend, hosted by the Yakima Rock and Mineral Club at State Fair Park. There's more than 40 displays, including fluorescent rocks and Herkimer diamonds on loan from New York. Demonstrations of wire wrapping, fauceting, stones, and a special way to make arrowheads. A food vendor with street tacos and sandwiches, and plenty of activities for the little ones, like panning for gold and making rock animals, will be included. The event is 10 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday at the Modern Living Building. Tickets are $6 for adults, $2 for students, and kids 12 and under all get in for free. Should be a good time. Let's take another look at the sky cam. Taking a look at the radar this evening, we can expect some warmer temperatures for the weekend. We're going to take a look outside instead. Gloomy conditions outside looking over Pasco this evening. Here's Riley Fitzgerald with your final weather.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. Let's talk about your daily planner for tomorrow. In the Tri-Cities, we're starting in the mid-40s and making our way to the mid-60s by the afternoon. In Yakima, starting the day in the mid-40s as well and making our way to around 60 degrees. Similar temperatures in Walla Walla, starting in the mid to late 40s and making our way into the 60s as well. And in Ellensburg, starting 39 and making our way into about 57 degree weather. Some overcast